Everybody, Ralph Havens here. It's been said by lots of teachers, that enlightenment will get you nothing. And so I was always wondering about that, because why would people meditate so long and so hard for so many years with this idea that they want to be awakened or enlightened, or what is that anyway? And so you know, Yogananda, he kept his meditation was to go inside and imagine his spinal cord, and his mantra was reveal thyself, reveal thyself. And then there's been others that have said, you know, you can keep trying to figure out and decide what's not true, and then come up with the next part that you think is true, and then just dissect that enough with your mind, with your thoughts, to see what is not true there. And so that's like using your mind to try to figure out the nature of reality. And one of my favorite teachers, Richard Bartlett of Matrix Energetics, likes to tell us, is it useful? Is it useful? So, you know, with all this meditation and trying to create realities using your mind and mindset and that sort of thing, what do we want to do? So I was one of my teachers has a technique called Instant Miracle. It's really cool, and he's taught me a lot. And what one thing that happens is there's this big breath that happens with this one technique, and it reminds me of a story of somebody that said, you know, if there's a bunch of people that are trying to figure out how to get full, to get satisfied, to like, you know, if you eat a really good meal and then you're satisfied and you feel full and you feel good, and say everybody's wanting to get satisfied and feel full, and what happens is there's certain people that eat a big meal, they're satisfied, they're full, and they burp. And so then people start thinking, oh, it's the burping. Like, we need to learn how to burp. We need to learn how to burp, because burping will take us to this place. All the people that seem to be full and satisfied burp. And so we got to learn to burp. And then there might be all sorts of gurus that start popping up that teach burping. And my teacher, Sharon G. Mateo, had a whole system that she developed. I think it was called vector therapy. It was before I met her, and it was really complicated, and all sorts of hand positions and stuff. Lots of training, and over years, or over time, she realized that, I'm climbing a hill here. Over time, she realized that you didn't have to have all the training, you didn't have to have all the skills, you didn't have to do anything. You just had to put your hands on certain positions and stuff changed. So how much of what we're doing is maybe the effect? Maybe this instant miracle, maybe the breath is just a side effect. And is the breath needed, kind of like a burp? Do you have to burp to have a full, satisfied experience after eating? So it's kind of cool, but one thing I'm left with is, I'll show you the trail. One thing I'm left with is it useful? Is it useful? And so one thing that I insist upon for myself and for my clients is that we test things right away, that we can retest right away. Not retest a week later or, you know, over time, but when something is useful, things change immediately. And so what can we test that we can retest again immediately? So I encourage that all the time with my videos, to test, you know, your neck, your shoulders, your back, walk around, feel how you feel. Boy, that was a hill. Feel how you feel, and then retest and see if something's different. And then over the day, you can notice what's different, and then decide for yourself, is it useful? Is it useful? So I'm going to post a video up here, the Who Am I video. It was my first Facebook Live, and it's gotten the most views. It's a really powerful technique, and try it out if you like. And I'm gonna get down there, and it's my day off with Baden, and I'll see you all very soon. So let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Bye now.